Hey, it's your girl Whitney. Today is Whitney Escapes Wednesdays. Thank you for joining me. Today's been a day, y'all. I'm not going to front. I am tired. If you can't already tell, I've been having a day. But thank God for God. But today we'll be talking about you get what you pay for. That was on my mind this week because in the world, everybody main concern is cost. And with my business, that's something that we work with our clients with. But in life, everyone wants to know, like, what's this, how much this costs? And I tell people, you really get what you pay for. What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of things? And then that comes to cost. People know their value, even if you don't know their value. People know value. And if you don't know your value, I suggest find out. So on today's topic, you get what you pay for. We'll be discussing different things that you do and how it affects your life. For instance, with the vacations, I tell people you get what you pay for. You know, if you want to spend the Motel 8 type money, you get Motel 8 type service. And not knocking Motel 8, but I'm just saying that's not the Ritz Carlton, you know. And also knowing that doesn't mean you can't get a good deal. I'm all about bargains and good deals because I like to stretch my money. Money don't grow on trees, like everybody said. We work hard for our money, and I like to get things at good value that are costly because I'm all about the experience. That's me personally. I'll pay a little extra to get the experience. I'll pay even when I get my nails done. If it's $5 per massage, add on my massage because I want you to rub me down. You know, like with massaging me and stuff like that now, they have the stretch and all these different things. So I'm like, yo, you get what you pay for. And the reason I say that because in this business I'm in, I spend a lot of money traveling to different properties, to doing different site inspections to see what properties offer and to see if it goes with the cost value. And sometimes some things I could go out to see why it costs more or less. And I like to explain that to my clients when they're looking at different properties or for their family events. I'm like, okay, this property offer X, Y, and Z. That's why it costs one, two, three. Even when it comes down to couples who's going away, I always let them know that family properties offer much more than adults only properties. One, because they have to entertain multi generations. So I love going to family properties. But when I just do want that quiet time to reminisce and get back together with, my significant other, aka my husband, my boo, my baby daddy, we like staying at some of the properties which are just adult only. And today, I'm gonna bring on my special guest, who aka my co-host T Quest, to talk about this experience because last year for her birthday trip, she joined me on some staying at different properties, which I like to do when I go to different islands. I like to property hop just so I can have a full experience. And I'm gonna let her explain in her words how that experience was, and to let you guys know it's really true. You do get what you pay for. So let's bring on T Quest, my favorite co-host.
I don't know if saying I'm your favorite is a compliment since I'm pretty much the only co-host, like the.
Take it as a positive. We don't want to nitpick now, okay? We don't want to nitpick. And
Okay.
I was explaining to everybody today's topic: you get what you pay for, and how
Mhm,
last year when we went to Jamaica, we stayed at multiple properties,
mhm.
and you actually got to experience that. So, if you don't mind sharing with the audience your personal experience, so they can understand from not just the travel agent perspective, from
Mhm.
actually a client, a consumer who has the opportunity to property hop with me.
Property have. Well, like you said, last year was my first experience in Jamaica, right? So technically, the first place I had nothing to compare it to, but at the same time, I knew that Jamaica had to have more to offer. It was a nice resort, but it felt like I was like a tropical motel. Was it 8 or 6? I don't know the numbers. Super 8 Motel 6, right? Because I don't stay in motels, stay in hotels. Where you doing? No, but that's what it felt like. It really felt like one of those. But it was nice, but I know it could be nicer. Of course, the water and stuff is beautiful, but I can tell. But even when it came to the food, It didn't seem exotic. It felt like no disrespect, but like a hometown buffet. You know, a certain places where you go to a buffet that actually like, oh, this is absolutely divine and delicious. This one, it felt like it was just food just to get by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know that first night we experienced that they did have a restaurant you to go to, but didn't actually tell you the step that you had to make reservations. This is that, a third. And I'm just like, well, don't you think you should notify people? They probably don't want everyone to try to get there quickly, but at the same time, you still want to give the best customer service. But
Exactly.
you get for what you pay for. And the first night, it was a little cheaper than the rest of the experience. And as we progressed in the during the trip, and we went to the next place, Negril, not the first place, Motico Bay. I don't know if you said that, but the second was Negril of Sandos, and you know, it was totally different. Even the hospitality was still amazing. I'm never going to discredit them for that. Everyone was nice, everyone was loving, but the atmosphere, the energy, like it felt like I went from like a 3-star to a 6-star and 5-star at the top. You know, and then even the food, like, okay, oh, croissant, yes. Mwah. This is the experience I was looking for, you know, and I'm like, okay, now I get it. Even the selections of whole restaurants you can choose from, more than one, you know, and it wasn't all about like having like reservations and messing up. Like it was easier for you because this is one of the moments where you genuinely get what you pay for. If you invest more into your trip, you get more into your trip.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. And it was money well spent. And I felt like it was like a deal, more like a steal, because everything was absolutely incredible. They literally wait on you hand and foot and make sure you get, not to take advantage of the staff, but let them know like you're here and I got you.
Yes.
I like that.
And people don't realize that when it comes down to different properties, you're all inclusive, but there's different type of all inclusives. And
Absolutely.
also, you know, when it comes down to the alcohol and the food, you pay a little bit extra money to have more variety of alcohol for people who drinks, more variety of different food options, you know, the different restaurants for no reservations, and the non-motorized sports. Like some things, when you go to other all-inclusive, you have to pay for all those extra things, or they don't offer as many options for non-motorized sports, you know, or the spa treatments and, like you said, the customer service. Yeah, it was a nice property. I would tell people who are looking for something cost efficient. Hey, you can go anywhere cost efficient and stay at a decent property. But what type of experience are you trying to have when you go to a different country?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so happy that you came with me and I came with you, because we was going for your birthday, but I said, hey, let's add a couple more days and property hop, you know, because every time I'm in a different country, I like to stay at multiple properties just so I could get a feel of it. So when my clients ask me, have you stayed there? Have you been there? I could be like, yes. And this is what I experienced, you know, and we went to 3 different properties out there.
Absolutely.
And it was 3 different experiences, but the 2 that cost the most was like, okay. And even when I was explaining earlier, we stayed at adults only, and then we stayed at a family friendly.
I'm so excited about that.
But the family friendly, you was jealous because they had all the little snacks that you like, the froyo, and people realize that a lot of people, I just want to go to adult only. But when you're a fun, active person, some of the family friendlies have more things to offer for you. You know, they have the food you want more. They have all different types of entertainment. You know, so many things they have to offer to you because, like I was mentioning earlier, because they have to entertain multi-generational people, from babies to grandparents.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, if I'm just going with my boo, I don't want to see other people's kids. But go on a season when, you know, people are in school. You're not likely to see that many kids while you're there, you know, but you get all the amenities, all the fun water sports, like the banana boats being included, the snorkeling being included, like so much fun stuff, like the bottomless boat rides.
Yeah.
You know, those are included in the more expensive properties than if you go to like a regular one and you only could do like maybe they might have snorkeling, but they don't have the banana boat, they don't have the bottom sea river boat ride. They might not have the what's that called when you go on back of the boat and it pulls you with the jet skis and stuff, whatever that's called.
I don't know. I
You could have
know
told
what
me,
you're talking about.
yeah,
Water
you guys
sports,
get it. I'm trying to describe it. But those
multiple water sports. You know what I'm saying?
multiple, fun water sports that if you went to another property, like you might pay $100, $200 less per person, but you're not getting the whole experience. You just put $200 more per person, save a little bit longer. You're like, you can get to do anything you want to do. Like, this is all free. This is all included. Oh, I get the top shelf alcohol. I can eat and order from these restaurants 5 lobsters and nobody's going to say, hey, you're cut off, or, five, salmon patties and cake, what you like, without being cut off. No one's judging you. No one's rushing you. The service is impeccable. And that's for everything you do. I tell some people all the time, you can buy a $20 pot and not get $100 pot, but then you're going to buy in 10 $20 pots. And that $100 pot you have for 5 years. So it's like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? It really is like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can get things at a steal or a deal. Everything goes on sale. Everybody's running different promotions.
Absolutely.
But just know that, an extra dollar will make a huge difference on your experience. Because at the end of the day, money don't grow on trees. We all work hard for our money. And when we're going to spend it on a vacation, make sure you get everything that you're looking out for, not everything somebody else might want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're not into the food thing, I'm a foodie. So I pay extra for the good food. Like, I want to make sure they have the good ice cream. They have the real ground beef burgers. You know what I'm saying? If I want a burger for lunch, they have. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The froyo, they have pizza places, definitely when I'm with my kids, I know what they like to eat and stuff like that. The buffets is the real buffets. Like, you can get your omelets made and different things like that. But,
Smoothies.
yes, the
That was so
smoothies.
dope that they actually made the smoothies right there with the fresh berries and fruit and greens. I was like, yes. And it didn't even cost you like $15 like at like Smoothie King.
Nope, as many food as you want, to order. Yes, we have this. What else would you like, ma'am? Yeah, we can bring that to your table. It was just great experience, and I'm glad to have like other people come with me sometimes and say, hey, you want to property hop with me? Let's do some inspection. Let's see what things happen. So when I be telling clients and people, they be like, oh, I get it. It is a totally different experience. And then a lot of times you're like, you know what? I should have listened to you. But most of my clients, which I love, they value my point of view and opinion and my experience and go the way I went. And then be like, I'm glad I listened to you.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
it had everything I wanted, and.
Did you tell me the other thing? Did you?
No.
Well, I'm going to spill the beans because I don't really care. So during the trip, it was kind of like 2 events in one for my birthday, and everyone stayed at different resorts. Now, mind you, Winnie's Escapes told you you're going to get exactly what you pay for. So choose wisely. No, we're good with this. We're good with that. It's fine. And as soon as they get there, oh, I wish I would have this, that, and third. She tried to help you. She tried to guide you. She used her expertise, but you didn't want to listen because you wanted to save a few dollars. And then you got upset. And then you got jealous of your friends because they were saying somewhere much better, with better service, better quality. Mind you, all of it was good, but certain experiences was great.
Yeah.
The experience you had was great, but ours was phenomenal. Not saying you should always go for the highest, but you got to trust the one to do their job. She's a travel agent. She knows her stuff, and she takes her time out to research it so she can steer you in the right direction.
And not just research. I stay at properties. And I tell people a lot of time, yes, I have all of my certifications in different countries, different properties, but I also spend my own money to go to these countries and stay at these properties so that I can guide you in the right direction. That, and people are like, oh, it must be so much fun to go to these properties because you can sit on the beach and chill. No. When you do inspections, I mean, hitting so many properties. I change it. Like, I try to stay at a property a day. So I have a full experience than going to 2 and 3 on the same day.
I don't know how you can do that because even, not to cut you off, but just to experience that one time going to see a property, which I'm like, can we go get a drink? Like, can we sit down for a second? Because you're going there to check out the property, which means you have to actually check out the property and walk around and see everything. And it actually is work. That's the part people don't understand. You're not just going on these islands and these hotels and you just chilling. No, you actually got to do work so you can give a really great assessment when it comes to your client. And I'm over here like, yo, can we take a froyo break really quickly? Oh my God, let me put my feet in the water, my background. I'm getting hot, I'm tanning. But that's the things people don't understand. You really go through, and you don't just do it for you and your business, but you do it for your clients because you genuinely care.
Yeah, and I know price is always a problem with people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stay at all types of properties, which you was witnessing. I said, hey, we're going to Jamaica for your birthday. Blessed, do you mind extending it and looking at some other properties with me? Like, sure. And then you see, because now when somebody says, can I stay at this property? I'm like, yeah, it's okay property, but let me tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is what you want, then this is the property for you. And then some of these properties, they're so huge, you gotta walk like 10 miles. They have golf carts taking you from your room to the beach. Like, who needs to? That's how far the beach is from your freaking room. Like, depending on where you are at the property. Like, so it's so many different dimensional. Some things are not oceanfront. There's so many different things, and people don't realize that you honestly get what you paid for. And I tell people all the time, yeah, it's good to just, sometimes if it's a weekend getaway, it's not that you just want somewhere to go. Yeah. Go as low you can. But there are always options to get a good bang for your buck.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying, because I travel with 4 people. That is not cheap, okay?
No.
4 tickets, 4 everything. It's not cheap traveling as a family of 4. So I totally get it. It is not like, oh yeah, just blowing money. No, I work hard for my money. But I know the importance and the value of your vacation, because your vacation is a mental break. It's a mental escape. Like today, I needed an escape. This was working my last nerves. I'm tired. You could hear with my voice that is like a little bit of raspy because I didn't get the proper rest that I needed, because I went out last night with my husband, did not want to. I did and I didn't. I didn't want to go because it was getting kind of late, but I did because of where we were going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To celebrate somebody. And I haven't really left my house since March. So, I wanted to do something nice for somebody else. And I'm glad that I went, but now I'm paying for it.
Absolutely.
I didn't get my proper sleep, because you're a mom. So as soon as you hear kids wake up, you gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? I don't get to take naps. So it's just so many different things. I still running my business, still having meetings and stuff. So right now it's only sick that my voice is in and out and raspy. But I paid for this.
Absolutely.
So it goes even to what you get, we paid for. I sacrifice, and now I'm paying for the consequences, So that happens in every area, in your life. You really get what you pay for in every aspect, or what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? If you're really invested in your vacation, your trips, you'll get a great return, no matter what, It all depends on what you're looking for. Everybody's looking for something different when they go on vacation. Vacations.
I know what I'm looking for. You want me to tell you what I'm looking for? Y'all want to know what I'm looking for? Let me tell you what I'm looking for when I go to Negril or Jamaica or even Wakanda or Zamunda. No, what I personally be looking for is because I'm a workaholic. I'm always on the go. I'm always busy. I'm always working. So with my escape, I'm really not trying to always do something adventurous. I'm doing something like relaxing. I want to go swimming in a pool, not an ocean. And I love the spa. I like getting massages and facials and not acupuncture on the trip. But I like that stuff. But just something like a steam room, sauna, anything just to relax, laying out in the sun, getting natural vitamin D on my melanin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's what I like. So every time I'm like, where you want to go? I'm like, I don't care, as long as it's clean and it's pretty, and I can watch a beautiful sunset. I love the colors of the sky, and I can give me a massage and a great drink, maybe like a smoothie or a slush or a mojito. I'm great.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm the same way. But I do like adventure, and you know that. I have to take at least a day and do something adventurous. And everybody knows who travel with me. that we always got to do something. I like zip line, ATV, and swimming with the dolphins, dumping the
Mhm.
ball. I did like the jungle adventures, feeding the safaris when I was in Costa Rica. Like I like to do adventurous stuff. When we was in Paris, Avatar, anything we can do that I like to immerse in the culture of wherever I am. So
Absolutely.
every country I go to, I have to do something, an excursion. Doesn't always have to be activity wise when I'm saying like zip lining, which I try to do zip lining everywhere I go because I just enjoy it. And it makes me, I'm like, oh my God. But then the rush, like when I finally get to, after that first one, the first one always gets me like, how far up are we? And then I finally get to go. I'm good to go. But it's just I like to go through the town, And when we was in Jamaica, how we went from Montego Bay to Negril, but we also did like we got a private car that took us around to see different things. I like to do that every time I go to a different country because it's good to see where the locals live, what they do. So
Absolutely.
like we've been involved. Like I felt like okay, now I know this culture better because I took a tour of it, taking me where the locals are, like, taking me to the restaurants here, it's important but it cost a little extra, but it was worth it. Like when we went to St. Kitts, we did a private tour. It was just like, the island's not so big. So we went for like one part of the island all the way to the next part. After next time I go, if I would realize how small the island was, I would have took a little 7-minute ferry to freaking Nevis Island. I was like, what? We this close? But I didn't realize that until my last day. And I was like, okay, and next time I go, I'm definitely going to do this again and then take the ferry ride and then take the island tour. But it's important to know these things and know the experience and the adventure, But in life, you get what you pay for. And that goes with everything, even your business. And not.
Damn, I was just about to say that. Yeah, girl, let them know. Mm-hmm.
Even when it comes out of your business, what you put in is what you get out, what you pay for. Like, that was a great segue for me to announce that Whitney'sEscapes.com new website is now up and running. So please check out my website and let me know what you think about it. And also know that each week I'll be adding new packages and trips that I have going on.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you'll see like one trip that I have going on this week, but next week I probably have 2 more added to it, different things that I have going on this year, which I'm excited about. Check out the new website. Let me plug it, www.whitneysescapes.com. So go check your girl out. Check out everything I have going on. And please subscribe to my mailing list and so you can get updates on all the things that I have going on this year. Like I have my girls trip, thank you Jesus, to Turks and Caicos in September. I want to shout out all my ladies who's coming out, joining with me. We're going to have a wonderful time. We need an escape. I needed that escape today, but God has been with me to keep me through.
Absolutely.
And then in November, we have the women's retreat here in Shelton, Connecticut. So all my Connecticut people, let's do this, especially all my women, because it's a women's retreat. Let's connect, let's build, let's have a good time. Miss Quest is hosting it, so she's going to turn it up, let it be lit. We got DJs, photo booth, food, vendors, speakers. It's just going to be a phenomenal time. So if you want to just let your hair down, have a good time, have a mini escape, this is for you. So ladies, hit your girl up, DM me, hit T-Quest, whatever way you need. We're here on all your social media platforms. Hit us up because we're doing some phenomenal things.
Mm-hmm.
And I expect to get paid very well, not money-wise, but in attendance of the ladies because I'm pouring into it.
Mm. That was D. I felt like we was at church for a second. Yes, God. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
That's the one thing a lot of people don't realize is when you throw events, everyone's not one of those like promoters that's trying to get you. Some of them genuinely are throwing it because they want to see you succeed. They want to see you elevate and increase within yourself, within life, within your business.
Yes.
And I'm like, everyone that do stuff, it's not always about negative gains. It's positive gains. Like we have to break the stereotype of women coming together. Then you get to connect with people that's like-minded.
Yes.
We don't want to do that, and we just have fun, just relax and joke. Because even growing up, you used to chill with your friends, chill with your girls. Some people don't do that. I say, they could have so many responsibilities, all these other priorities. But guess who else is a priority? Yourself. Your happiness, your well-being. but we just got to bring it back to that. And I'm so excited to hear from the mental health specialist because so many people, is really going through things mentally, with their heart and their mind. And then, with the health and beauty, because now there's so much going on in germs, and like you got to make sure your skin is flawless, and your skin is flawless. So I just want to let you know that, okay, your melanin is definitely popping. I forget you bathe in milk and honey, but yeah, people need need that stuff because right now health is even more important with everything that's going on. So we want to make sure you're knowledgeable, not just stuff you see on TV, because TV is there to promote products.
Yes.
You need somebody to talk to you about stuff that's actually for you, that you can personally benefit from. Even though I'm a sexologist, people giggle, sexologist. No, we can't be so immature to not realize sex is a part of life. How do you think you got here? The stork and the baby and the thing. Stop. The honey and the bee and the flower. Stop. Okay? Let's be clear. A lot of people don't know where a G-spot is. A lot of people don't know what romance is. Nobody knows how to really stimulate yourself, how your partner can be with you so it can be healthy, because it's healthy for your life. Get educated.
Exactly.
So for any woman that's out there in the Shelton area, Connecticut, or even Tri-Cities, you want to drive out there and be part of the event, make sure you contact, like she said, contact me or her for the event, November 6th to the 8th, because it's going to be
phenomenal. And that's what I was telling a lot of women who were hitting me up. Like, explain it to me. I said, this is just a platform for us to come together as women to build. I said, anybody who has a business or don't have a business and you want to speak upon something, this is the time to do it. Because if we don't build our own community, who will?
Yes.
We can't just say Black Lives Matter and don't do nothing about it. And my thing is, this is where I live. And I want to make sure my community is good.
Absolutely.
Like in the Bible said, if you want to bring it biblical, it starts at home first. And this is my home. So I want to uplift women. I want to learn from other women. If I have something that they need from me, I'm here to educate, because at the end of the day, we can't be selfish and greedy, want to give me, and don't want to give.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm like, I'm in a job of giving, because at the end of the day, as long as you do good, karma is something that's really is something to believe in. You put out good, you're going to get it back some form, maybe not the same form you put it out in, but you're going to get it back. And the way you're getting it back, because when you do good, you feel good.
Absolutely.
So don't always look for monetary things. And I told a lot of people, I'm like, I hope you support me. But even if you don't, I will still support you, because I'm that type of chick. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. I don't look for, I give you a cookie, give me a cookie back. I don't do that. And that's why I don't even like let me segue to something else real quick since I'm thinking about it. Like the 50-50 relationship type stuff. Like, I don't understand. People correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my opinion, and I'm firm with my opinion, is that I don't feel like you should pay for a relationship or you should pay for a friendship. And when you're doing 50-50 everything, first of all, I'm 100% woman. So ain't no 50 nothing going over here. But it's 100%, 100%. But I don't feel like if you buy me a cookie now, I have to buy you a cookie. So you know what I'm saying? You're not paying for my relationship. And if you forget to get me a cookie today, what? Now we ain't friends?
No, we're not.
Relationship.
My cookie.
Yeah, you ain't give me my cookie, so you ain't getting no cookies. Like, what? How old are we here? You know what I'm saying? Know your roles, know your strength. Any relationship, if it's with your spouse or with a girlfriend or with your children, they're all partnerships. They're all somewhat like business. You know what I'm saying? There's a format. Everybody plays a role. And that's how you give into any relationship. Play your role, be 100%, and it'll be successful.
Absolutely.
Don't be like, but I just combed your hair. You ain't comb my hair. I scratch your back. You ain't scratch my back. Like, how old are we now? When people be like, yeah, I believe in 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. 50-50 don't work for people. It might work for you, good for you. But if you ain't 50%, you're supposed to be 100, 100, and knowing each other. You're supposed to be yin and yang. So what I don't have, I believe that you have. That's what we work together. And what you don't have is my strength, And that's why a lot of relationships, not even just male and female and female, parents and kids, everybody needs to know their role and play that role. Because you get what you pay for.
Right.
Whatever you want to invest in yourself, in your business, in your relationship, you should get it back in return. Sometimes you don't, because people are in, you can't predict a person. But all you can do is come out as a better person. People are like, I don't want to change for this man or somebody. You ain't changing for these people. You changing for yourself. If somebody tells you you have a flaw, and well, you got a flaw too. But if that flaw is accurate, why wouldn't you want to be better? Why you worry about what somebody else is doing? I tell people all the time, I don't care what you're doing. Ain't none of my business. If it ain't affecting me, do you, boo? And even if it is affecting me, I'm like, well, I'm going to be a better person. And I believe because you see me being better, you will be inspired to do better. But I don't expect you to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do expect you to do better to an extent, but I'm not demanding you to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know people. You got to know your strength and your weaknesses, your ups and your down. That's called maturity in this world. It's not, it's not the Whitney game, the Whitney show, the because yeah, today is my show, but in real life, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to listen, articulate, use your brain that God gave you, direct. So I have to do that in my business. Like I ask people a million questions before I give them options to where to go. Like, oh, you like this? What you trying to get out of it? And match you up perfectly from what you have been telling me. And we need to do that with everything in our lives.
Right.
Thank you. Co-signer. Yeah. Verified. Blue check.
Hey, that's smart. You're right. Well,
for today's show, we're going to wrap it up, guys, because I don't want to lose my voice completely. And I have another show that I'm getting on tonight. So I want to make sure that I'm well rested and I could get on this other show. But I appreciate everybody who comes in and tune in every Wednesday to listen to my spiel. All I'm here to do is educate, entertain, have a little fun, and just, broaden my platform. And I am paying into my own business and into my life where I'm jumping out of my comfort zone in this platform area because people know I don't like doing these types of things. But I'm getting more comfortable with it. I'm having more fun with it. And I'm just talking about things that I feel that are important in today's day and age, And I hope you guys appreciate it. And please follow me on all your social media platforms at Whitney's Escape. Check out my new website, www.whitneyescapes.com, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Whitney Escapes LLC. And here you go, T-Quest.
But I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. It's your girl, T-Quest. You can follow me on all social media platforms at T-Quest GLM. You can download the T-Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. That's the best way to contact me. You can go to my website, godlovemeworld.com, or email me at tquestglm@gmail.com. But I answer to all my social media. I'm an entertainer. I'm a blogger, a podcaster, radio personality, voiceover specialist, cosmetic line, clothing line. Like, I'm lit, okay? But you already know that if you follow me, and if you're not, maybe you should change that. Appreciate you, Whitney, for another wonderful Whitney Escapes Wednesday and being here on your podcast.
Thank you, guys. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye. Meow.